All right, what's up, fellow humans? No,
And animals.
that was no. I didn't specifically excluding animals. Um,
Oh, gasp.
that's right, Finn. Eat it. Uh,
Ready.
so where did we leave off last time for those? I think we all know where we were, but some of us didn't make it. Some of us didn't make it to the session. Some of us didn't make it to the end of the session. So where did we leave off last time?
Like, it's just a wild array of things. Don't look at me, I wasn't there.
So, pulling up my notes here. We were in the main base of the Xanthars Guild.
Huh?
Session starts off. Enter in stage left. Cody opens the door. The leader of the guild is. Wait, I'm mixing worlds. Is it Cody? Do we know that?
No, we don't know that.
You don't actually know that.
Jesus,
actually know
yeah.
You didn't take the
Mixing
time to
worlds
ask his
here a little
name.
bit.
You didn't take the time to ask his name.
We didn't ask his name. Leader of the Xanthar Guild gets pretty mad because we took all of his stuff, especially a ring that Sean had. Very well decorated one, plus 8 silver ones. So ended up, long story short, hold person took the ring back. We all got mad, tried to kill him. A lot of us got hurt. One of us disintegrated. Everybody ran out, barely made it. Half of us were dead. Went through the door, moonbeam out from nowhere, through the wall, smoked a lot of us. That wasn't yours.
Oh, not mine.
No.
No, not yours. Not something to be proud of.
I was like, you don't want to take credit for smoking most of my thought.
Ran through the halls. Doors are locked. Bringing people back. Opening doors. Leaving the hideout. We made our way back to the yawning portal.
Very, very good.
That was epic.
And then we spent a lot of time deciding where we wanted to go.
I'll give you inspiration for that recap. That was good.
Wow.
Very
Oh,
epic.
great.
Didn't know it was that easy.
Hey, it sounds
The
like
last thing I got is a note that says we chose Leaf, and then we went through and we heard a voice coming from the forest that said, hey, you guys, where did you come from? A small-sized creature with a raccoon head.
Oh, right. We're crossing over.
No. Yeah, so I think you spent like half.
Magic.
I think half an
I
hour.
know.
Half an hour of the session was dedicated on what tuning fork you guys were going to use. So
Oh, that's right.
you guys spent so
Yeah.
long on that. I could have gone like made tea, but like from a seed, grow the herbs, grow the plants, and then make the tea and come back. Okay, so jumping back into it, you find yourselves in the thick, dense, deep forest. Large red oak like trees reaching up to the sky, covering most of the sky in a thick canopy. The beams of sunlight coming down just enough to illuminate this understory. As you are kind of scuttled and rushed by a little creature standing about the same height as Gut and Junkrat. He's a little bulkier. He's got a large, heavy burlap cloak on him. A little a raccoon-like head, fur reaching to his fully formed hands. As he says, "Okay, guys, it's probably not the safest out here in the woods. So maybe if you come back with me, we can take a moment to speak, and I can figure out where the heck are you guys from. You look so weird. Nothing what I expected you guys to look like."
What did you expect us to wait? What did you expect us to look like?
As he looks, I don't know. Maybe more like me or some of the other humble folk in this world. But anyways, and as he looks to your group, he looks over and sees a little creature. He's like, Sprocket? What are you doing here? Come over here. And he like gives Sprocket a little pet. Anyways, we gotta go. And he starts rushing off with his little spear in hand, leading you through the woods. Do you follow?
What?
No, we stay and don't do anything. No, I'm joking.
Cool. That's a good. Let's call it there.
Good session, everyone.
What's the curve your enthusiasm?
Yeah, dude.
Rocket?
You're real. He
Can
was
I-
so cute.
Insight check or something to see if I get the vibes. How do
Yeah.
I feel about this person?
Vibe check.
Yeah, sure enough.
D&D
But he
6th
was so
edition
cute,
vibe check.
Calista.
Awesome. I'm coming.
You gotta trust him. He was adorable.
Someone else do that insight check for me.
I
Seems
trust him.
perfectly trustworthy.
I trust him.
He knows Sprocket.
All
I
right.
have
I don't have a problem with it. I'm good to follow him.
Okay. As he's starting to rush, he takes a moment of pause to see if you guys are catching up to him. But as you follow as a group, he's like, "Okay, I need you guys to be quiet, okay? We need to be able to make it through here because there's a lot of dangers afoot, a lot of bandits in this here forest. So just keep eyes peeled and don't step on too many branches because they tend to attract ambushes. So let's go." And as with that, he says, "Stay near to me," and you see his spear reach up to the air, just like 3 feet off the ground because he's not that big. As the spear starts to emanate black smoke out, as he casts Pass Without a Trace on all of you. As he leads you through the forest, there's like...
What are you? I'm sounding Scottish. That's not right. I can't get the voice right now. What are you doing in the forest?
I live out here in seclusion and hopefully safety. I can explain more when we get to my place.
I mean, we're walking. We can talk.
I need you all to be quiet
Roll.
as we're
Right.
going to participate in a stealth challenge to see if we can make it to my hut.
Got
Or do we have an encounter beforehand?
it.
So as he leads you on, I'm going to need everybody to make a stealth check, which I think is just 3 of you for now.
Can I get the dice? You try this one?
You can everybody can add 10 to their stealth roll
What?
because he cast Pass Without a Trace.
Jesus.
15.
55.
What?
25.
25. I heard 55. I was like, holy shit. All right.
No, it's 55. You heard right.
And then how'd you do?
30.
30?
Sean not playing?
Not
Or
yet.
did he die?
He died.
Oh, right.
Died.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's dead, right?
New character time. All right. As he leads you through the forest, he takes a pause, and you hear scurrying of other creatures through the woods. You hear a low growl. You hear like what seems like a scream, like something's being attacked, but he kind of holds pause. It's okay. It's the bandits, and we don't have time. And he like pushes you off in another direction. After about 45 minutes of slow trekking through the woods, he brings you to a large trunk hole. He's like, it's in here, as he leads you into, which opens up into a fairly spacious chamber inside this trunk. The space that you find yourself in is just a mess. There's like a workbench and some tables. There's a bed that's covered in what looks like gadgets, things he's been working on, things he's been trying to put together. There's papers that are covering vials. It's like a mad scientist who just hasn't had time to clean up or is just so caught up in his thoughts that it's the last thing on his priority list. You see a couple ferns that haven't been watered in nearly recently enough, but they're still hanging on. As you work your way through, give me a perception check, 3 of you.
Ooh. 23.
At 20 for 22.
Okay, I'd say the rest of the party doesn't notice, but 3 of you notice buried amongst the like failed contraptions, gizmos, things that have all been kind of stacked up. You see what looks like a shoulder poking out amongst the pile.
Well, based on smiles, I feel like I kind of know what this is going to be.
Hey, what do you got there in that corner?
Sean, you want to be killed a third time?
What do you mean?
That shiny thing. I just hold up in my book like, is that this? I pull out the IKEA manual for how to build a.
Man, you guys must be
Flux.
weird. You call that shiny? That's not shiny. But yeah, that looks kind of familiar. As he like points over, this shoulder that's poking out isn't made of metal. As you see, he's like, oh, 1 second. He like starts snuffling through his box, finds this small little orb, kind of like the arcane orb that you have, Junk. Here, 1 second, and he like dives into this pile. You just see like things scatter about, flittering about. As 1 second. All right, that should work. And he crawls himself out. Okay, you can come out now.
Jesus.
Is that my cue?
Yeah.
So I'll set the
Fine.
thing here. You hear like the rubble like brushing off of me, and then you hear like wood clogs almost like tip
Oh
tapping.
my god.
Jesus.
Do you need any assistance?
What do we see?
Yeah. We got some people here that'd like to meet you. What do they see?
They basically see, you know, Futurama, Bender on the island, basically that in wood.
Bender on the island.
For those of us that don't know the reference, can you be more
I
descriptive,
don't think I've seen
please?
that one. I haven't
Oh, really?
No.
Here you go.
Basically from head to toe, like just wood.
Oh yeah.
Ligaments with like a cylinder of a chest or a body. The head is kind of not flux shaped. It's kind of like a bucket almost in terms of like its shape and look. Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's even better. Even better. Do you need any medical assistance today?
Oh my god.
No.
So we've got Flux 3.0.
No. I think everybody's okay. And he looks
That's
over to you guys.
Dr. Flux to you, beep boop.
Oh my
I'm a
god.
doctor, damn it.
What's beeping? I thought that was all wood.
I don't think you got your degree.
Maybe it's a PhD.
You're not setting yourself up for success, Sean.
I'm a doctor, damn it.
just so you know, his programming might have been a little off. He thinks he's a doctor. He doesn't have a medical degree. I just want to point that out.
I did residence at Humblewood Academy. What are you talking about?
Oh my god. Can you heal though? We're all pretty battered.
Of course I can. I'm a doctor, damn it.
Hey, you don't have to be so aggressive about it. I'll take some healing if you can.
Okay,
Apparently
1
I'm
second. I
surviving
pull
with
up
4 hit points.
liquid and I give it to you.
Say that again.
I'm like, all right, drink this, and I give you a vial of water.
Is it like a tap in your body?
Yeah, like I have like water in me.
Yeah, like Bender has a tank.
like a keg, the tapped keg. He just pours out a drink.
Don't you have like, can't you just like give me a little tap and
He did give me a little tap.
Where did this come from? Is this gonna heal?
I will cast Cure Wounds.
What's the water?
Let my sap moisturize.
I want a healer for 10. There you go. That's it.
Yeah. So
That's actually great.
it's cure wounds, but the flavor is just on point. The vibes are immaculate. Yeah.
Is
So
it okay?
don't worry. He doesn't have a degree. He is good at what he does. Don't.
I would like to pull out a piece of paper and it's just like gibberish. Here's my degree, and I throw it at him.
Anyways,
Kind of trying his best, I guess.
so I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I think introductions are in order. My name is Osmikius Wattlesgirth III,
Awesome.
That is not what I thought you were going to say.
but most people call me Miko.
Oh.
And this is my I guess recently reactivated compatriot, and he points over to you too.
What's your name, friend?
Dr. Fluxuation the Third.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Okay.
All right. And yeah, you don't look like anything I would have expected for grand heroes. And he looks over to Sprocket. And as he was like, "What did they do to you?" And you can see him pull out a couple tools from like the pile of just gadgetry, and he starts like cranking some of the mechanical, like the bolts, and starts ratcheting things into place. And you can see,
Hey. You don't see me going into your shop and start tinkering with your stuff. I walk over to Flux and I start taking out my tools and just start playing with things.
he could use a Titan screw too, so feel free.
All right, hold on, Dr. Fluctuation.
What are you doing to me? I'm a doctor, damn it.
Oh, God. I don't think I would be able to do this.
So dumb. There you go.
But seriously though, what are you doing with Sprocket?
Yeah.
Just
And
he's just got some tight joints, trying to like loosens them stuff up, and just looks like no one's been taking care of him. He's just maybe been tagging along with you too long, and needs to be tuned up.
Oh, we've had a bit of a day. You understand that?
Oh, sorry. Where's my manners? I'm sorry. Are you okay? Do you need anything? You've already got some flux juice.
I don't like that.
Don't like that.
Flux sap. We'll
I
try it
need
again.
an adult.
Yeah, I like Sam.
Flux sap.
No,
It's worse.
that
But
sounds
if you wanted something, I
Not
can make
worse.
you some cocoa. It's
That sounds good.
there's no healing properties to it, but I can.
Y'all, why are we here again? We just wanted to get away. We want a reprieve, right?
Well, our world is still frozen in a time stop. We still have to go to the Shadowfell to get a dragon to bring it back to our world so that we can save Yellow. And we're currently here, so I don't know how the dots connected. I kind of lost the threads along the way.
Well, you can call me Junkrat, but I don't know. We're just travelers. We kind of went here just because it was the safest place.
But you, you said you were expecting us. You said you're not what you expected, but that means you were expecting something. But were you just waiting?
Well, I wasn't necessarily waiting, but I assume you guys came from the Yawning Portal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Come through?
yeah.
And I understand you might have had acquaintances with a Salabrandbor.
Yeah.
Shit, who was that? Nope, got it.
Solid.
Anyways, he mentioned that I'd be receiving some guests. He said he was watching you and gave me a heads up that you'd be coming. So you're welcome to stay here for the time being, but I don't know how much time you have. Were you successful with the Xanathar?
What?
Yeah, what?
What do you know about Xanathar?
And where are we?
Well, you're here on the planet Everden, quite a far away from Toril, where I'm guessing you guys came from. And sorry, what was the question again?
Where are we?
Well, you're in. I guess the territory is known as the Humblewood, and we're just on the outskirts of the capital city, Alderheart. That's where you are physically.
That means nothing to me. Doesn't mean anything to anybody else.
Oh.
Can I roll a history check if I know anything about Humblewood?
Sure.
14.
You've read some interesting children's books, but there's nothing legitimate that you know about
Okay.
Humblewood.
Do I know it's like real?
No.
How do you know Salabrandborn?
Give let's just say we go. Let's just say we go fairly far back.
How old are you?
Ripe old age of 30.
In what world?
Well,
I mean, I up until like I don't know, a couple days ago, I've never really jumped planets, but it seems to be pretty frequent, and it seems that other people also do it, and it's a little bit hard to comprehend sometimes.
well, not many people are able to do it, but the ones that typically do, at least from what Celebrambor has mentioned about you guys, are pretty powerful. So for you guys to be doing it, you must be pretty special.
And Sprocket?
Well, Sprocket and I go way back.
You built him.
No, I mean he is alive, but after a few tussles, I mean that's what's left of him, and this is what's left of me, and now we're just kind of here together. I didn't know he came from this world.
Oh, he doesn't come from this world, but I've met the one that I guess well, made him what he is.
Who was that?
I'm guessing you're Junkrat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just putting context clues together here, but I'm guessing you're Dr. Octagon's assistant.
Octagon? Come on.
Yes.
Sorry.
Come on.
Another doctor?
And there are more doctors in this world.
God damn it.
He's actually a legitimate doctor. He both has his PhD and a medical degree.
School for 10 years.
Oh man, I love it. Like PhD is not legitimized in real world, so let's at least do it in D&D.
Yeah.
Context, Matt. We met Dr. Fluxavian. Flux
The third.
The third, and he looks like what we posted in the group chat.
He looks like Bender when he
Yeah.
downgrades himself.
Yes.
How do you know Dr. Octagon?
Much the same way I know Celebrambor. We're all part of a secret organization. And have they not talked to you about this at all?
No.
I don't know if I should be... but if you come this far, I think you probably deserve something. We're part of an organization called the Crimson Calpia.
Crimson Calpia.
And we've been keeping an eye out on the galaxy, the material plane that stretches beyond just our individual worlds. And I guess lately there's been a threat from a King Cudless. And in response, we've been building guardians like, well, mine didn't turn out too well. He points over to Dr. Fluxavious the Third.
He's not Dr.
Dr. Flexi.
So, but I know some of the other members, their guardians have turned out, at least what they tell me, much better. So I don't keep them on all the time. And like he walks over and pushes a button, your core pops out and you shut down for a second. If you need to turn them off, you just push here, this little wooden latch, and he puts it back in, and you pop back up. Sorry about that, Fluxavious.
Eric, does his core look more primitive than the core that I have?
It looks almost identical.
Okay.
Okay, but like that's actually super good to know that there's an off button.
Just can't resist the urge to play God, eh? And I like walk away. Fuck you.
Wait, so we're all of the. This is it's in his namesake, but we've met two other Fluxes before.
Oh, you have? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that they're up and running. How are they?
Oh, every Flux has met the same dark fate. Maybe you should turn him off for a second.
I was gonna say dumbass, and I was like, what? Because he said D, and I was like, wait, where are you going?
Well, the problem is like if you use the power button too often, it there's a cooldown before being able to turn them on again. So I don't want to eat that up too much.
Okay.
Just earmuffs.
Earmuffs?
Maybe we should have done that to the other ones. Turned them on and off again. Could have fixed them.
I don't think
I
the other
have
doctors.
gotten it disintegrated.
Not have died.
Which points of dust are the button?
Wait. So you're saying the other guardians have been destroyed? That means
Okay, the first time he destroyed himself, though.
Yeah.
The second time he got destroyed.
The logic in the first one didn't know how to process.
Wasn't there.
Interesting.
What was it? It was a pillar of death.
Yeah, he put his hand in a pillar of necrotic
Oy,
energy.
oy.
We had a whole funeral. It was very sad.
These are supposed to be our last line of defense against Cudless.
Well,
That is unfortunate.
Oh, we still got this one.
Yeah, we do have
Nico,
one.
I'm a doctor, not a guardian.
How many are there? How many are there supposed to be?
Well, we've been working up on building up the numbers. I've only been able to build this one so far. I'm hoping the others have done better than me. I've kind of shirked my responsibilities to do more research on King Cudless's activities. But anyways, sorry, where are my manners here? And he pulls out the cocoa marshmallows.
Yes.
All right, and he starts putting marshmallows. He starts handing out cocoa to everybody.
Sweet.
Anyways, where are my manners? I didn't give you guys a chance to like. I know Junkrat and Sprocket here, but how are you all? My name's Osmikius Wattlesgirth III, but you can call me Miko.
yeah, we're gonna go with Miko.
Wait, sorry, I just handed out marshmallows or cocoa or
Hot cocoa with marshmallows.
hot cocoa with marshmallows. Okay.
I'm Callista.
Gut has taken the cocoa and has poured it into his pot. He swirls it around and like lifts it up like to take a swig. I'm Gut. Nice to meet you.
Nice.
I'm so tempted to just do what they do at football games. Just
You already showered me with my own cooking pot.
good try.
Mabel charmed.
Nice to meet you. Now, are you all from Exandria?
Everyone trying to recall their backstory.
I mean, I am. Frankly, I haven't really asked any of you where you're from, but
Yeah, Exandria.
Yes.
points to gosh, I can't remember your character's actual name. I'm so sorry, Andrea.
Oh,
Oh, there we go. Points to Owen said, pretty sure you're not from Exandria, but
Technically, yes, but no, I'm also technically from
got it.
technically.
I'm from Ravnica. So no.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh, okay.
And sorry, where are you from?
So technically Exandria, but also technically the Feywild.
Okay.
Mostly the Feywild.
Interesting.
Like
Okay.
a 70-30 kind
And
of.
you see him like scurry over and like starts jotting down notes. Okay. So what do you guys know so far?
Well, you're talking raccoon.
What?
You're-
They call me a Mapak.
Yeah, you're talking
Oh.
animal. That's what we know.
I mean, There was a big fight where a fire started through no fault of ours. And yeah, there was this like leader guy, and then there's a whole bunch of other guys, and then they climbed a mountain, and then there was like this whole in the sky situation, and the
Cuddles.
sky changed colors. And then like there was these like radiating pulses that would happen every day that seemed to be killing people. But it didn't reach the water, but then it did reach the water, so that was a problem. And yeah, there's a guy called the bartender who's like keeping it all together and just kind of keeping it frozen for now till we can figure it out, but I would love more information.
I think you missed the key detail in that leader person is the Cuddles that you're speaking of.
That's the one.
King Cudless.
Yep.
Sure.
That's what we said.
Yeah,
and
Team
the,
Cuddles. That's what we said.
the quiet one in the corner, the bartender's her dad.
And the other quiet one who's a lot taller, his name is Sven.
Oh, hi Sven. Hi, bartender's daughter.
Winona.
Close enough.
Winona.
No code.
Do you know the bartender?
Not directly, but I think he works with Dr. Octagon.
Wait, is the bartender in Exandria and the bartender in where we just came from part of the same club?
Oh,
Uh,
yeah.
Yeah, they're what you would call agents. The Crimson Culpia, we have a number of grinners, spies, agents, bartenders, if you will, keep their eyes peeled and on the ground and provide us information. They're quite important assets for our efforts, our resistance, if you will, against this Cudless.
What are grinners?
They're like bards that they use their influence and their abilities to get into like courts and high-ranking people to listen in on secrets while they perform. Kind of like justice in the court, no more than they let on. But yeah, while some of the higher-ranking agents, such as Dr. Octagon, Balabrandor, myself, the Jace in Ravnica, we're all what you call arcanists. Arcanists that are working on trying to solve how we're gonna take down this threat. Because from what I've found out, Cudless has got quite the plan brewing.
What's the plan?
Well, you said that this guy was a light and that the energies were coming through on Exandria. The last message I got from Dr. Octagon was that should we just call him Doc Doc?
Nope.
That's was that the Tyrant King Cudless's armies has gotten there and was seeking what Dr. Octagon had referred to as the Divine Core. If he was able to get this Divine Core, it's all over.
Wait, is that the Energon?
Holy smokes, I forgot about that.
Oh,
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
Let's see what?
the last message I had from Dr. Octagon was that the Divine Core was discovered and he had stowed it safely away so that no one could find it. And, I left the message: one man's trash is another man's treasure. I don't know what that means. Kind of cryptic on where he hid it, but yeah, it's apparently what Cudless is after. And I guess his army was using a blighting of the planet to basically make it easier for him to find it.
Do you think he hid it in Sprocket?
No, I don't think so. Sprocket's core is a lesser core, like well, Dr. Fluxavious is over here. And it looks like you've got a core yourself.
I got a spare.
Yeah.
We
So
also have some parts too if he ever wants to upgrade out of this wooden exterior.
Hooray! They're paying attention to me.
that'd be a mighty kind gesture, but anyways, so yeah, that's what I've understood is this divine core. If Cudless finds it, he's um, gonna wield a power too great for us to stop him at that point.
MacGuffin.
So-
Got it.
So he left Exandria with his army because they climbed the mountain and then the whole in the sky situation. So where did he go? Like what plane is Doc Ock on?
He'd be on Exandria.
He's kind of out of commission right now.
Is that why though? Is he making it out of commission?
No, the bartender made it out of commission.
Yeah,
Time stopped it.
yeah, that's what Sala Brandbor was telling me.
At the very least, if the sky opening up means that Cutlass was about to blight the whole planet, then at least we know one planet where the core is not, right? It wouldn't be on the planet that he's lighting.
I sure hope not.
What does the core look like? Is there a description? Can it do anything? Can it be tracked?
Kind of like these orbs, as he's pointing to Dr. Fluxavious, but burns a lot brighter. Kind of like shimmering energy. It's gilded a little bit more. Like I said, these are just lesser versions of it. The one that the divine core was, I guess, a soul of a fallen god that had been trapped into one of these cores. So you can see why getting your hands on it would be bad news for someone with evil intentions.
They're trash planet.
Not that I know of.
That would have been a good place to start.
I know it's a lot to take in, but you guys anybody want more cocoa?
Yes.
I'd always take more cocoa.
Sure.
So yeah, he takes a step aside and leaves to a back corner of this as he scampers through, stepping over this horde of just parts. Nothing seems to make sense. He's like strapped things to other things to create little gizmos and contraptions. As he's like sitting by a pot waiting for the water to boil, as he kind of leaves you all to chat, Dr. Fluxavious with you all.
I'm like pacing in this room, like hands behind my back, like clunk, 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 clunk.
Wait, who asked about whether there's a trash planet or not?
That was me.
But what about where the original Flux came from? Didn't he come from a planet of like metal or something?
And Cybertria.
Sure.
Callista's gonna hold up the odd inscription tuning fork with the cog on it. Does this symbol mean anything to you?
Um,
I'm a doctor, not a historian.
Sorry, not you.
No, thank God, I wasn't paying attention.
Nah, don't recognize the symbol, but if a cog, that to me that would probably mean Eberron. That's the land of the Warforged, and where King Cudless has staged his army. So if you want to go there, I would caution you that it may be dangerous there.
Seems everywhere's dangerous for us lately.
Yeah, but we're in it together, at least. Right, Fluxavious?
Stops pacing to thumbs up.
What was? I mean, you guys are all making these fluxes. I'm just for like, was there a plan to bring them all together at one point, like a gathering of the flux?
An influx, if you will.
Yeah, an influx. That's great. God, I wish I came up with that.
That was Sean.
Yeah, I was like, Sean's so jealous.
No, the Crimson Calpia arranged for these guardians to serve as a defense mechanism against Cudlis's Warforged army. Celebrambor was working on a device that had the ability to project into the minds of Warforged and be able to cast a mass command spell to take over the army if we could get that tool completed. So last I heard, he was close to having it done, but there was a complication. But I don't know. Did you guys talk to him at all?
No.
I don't remember.
He may have mentioned it, but
Yeah,
it was stolen from him.
Oh, that's not good. He said it was something small, like the size of a coin or a small jewel that could fit in the palm of your hand.
Owen kind of looks down at the ring that they have, the silver one, because I don't have the gold one. Is it like a jewel or like jewelry?
Like a ring.
Like a what color kind of ring?
He never told me that, but he said this one rig could control all of the Warforged, and it would be a good step on slowing down Cudlis himself.
One ring to rule some of them. Yeah,
I think that's what he said.
What about this? What about this? Is this it? You recognize this?
You mind?
No, go for it.
He takes it.
You're the cutest thing ever. I will.
He like
whatever
he like chews on it, just like a
Choose it? Oh,
just like takes a nibble to see if it's like chocolate kind of thing.
Or
No.
Because he's like silver.
Nothing.
What he is doing is he's casting Identify on it. As he,
That's so cute.
as he passes you the ring back, you might want to hold on to that. It's a ring of mind shielding. If you wear it, it'll protect you from the psychic effects, I'm guessing, from his mask, like the mask command ring that he had. So
Okay.
All right.
Would that ring have possibly been platinum? The big one, the mass one?
I don't know.
Hey, is this ring the same as the other one?
Picks it up and starts chewing on it.
Burn all his slots.
Yeah, it's the same one.
All right, good to know.
It's a ritual spell, so I'm good.
I don't have any rings unless I'm missing.
I think
No, I'm looking at it.
you each had one.
Got the
I don't have
I don't know if you put it in your inventory, but you each got one.
I got one too.
Yeah.
Oh, everyone got one.
Yeah, everybody got one.
Was this before I was here?
You're here.
No, this is February 9th. Cool. And just from my memory team, I was like, so Flux was held like with the ring in his hand, and then Big Boss took that ring back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
oh,
it's
I
gone.
remember this. Yeah,
Yeah, the ring got stolen back.
I remember this now.
And he said, this ring will be used to pay a debt. No one can carry this burden for me.
What are the odds Xanathar is working with Cuddles?
Higher than before this conversation.
I'm gonna write that in my research papers.
It was an odds ratio of higher than before this conversation.
Yeah. Seems a whole lot more likely now.
I mean, maybe though, like if they have this crimson group, Colpia, I think that's what it was. If they have that across all these different planets, then Cutlass probably has contacts in all these different planets too.
That's one could. It'd be safe to assume.
Where was Sigan? Gino Sigan? Is he from somewhere else?
I'm not familiar with Sagan. Sorry.
All right.
Who was he?
Singing with Oh my god, sorry.
Cuddles?
Oh, Sigan was with Cuddles.
Yeah, they were close, but like.
But no, Sigan was the one who destroyed Celestia's Edge. That was Flux 1.0's mortal enemy.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Good time.
Was that?
Good times.
It's good
Oh,
time.
he said good
It was a
times.
mechanized minotaur.
Yeah.
Trapped.
Oh, but Sven has his hammer now.
Yes,
Yeah.
this is true.
Also a mark. He was marked by Sigan.
Ben was?
Would I recognize the mark? Well,
I
Cam's
don't
not.
even know if it's visible.
No, and Cam's not here, so no.
Yeah.
I don't think we would know that. We never saw it. Okay, never mind. No, I don't think so.
No.
So,
We didn't see the topless fans throughout the adventure.
No,
no, I don't think so.
that's Cam's character choice.
Cam, can you reply in the comments whether or not
Come
Sven
on.
was topless at any point?
Fun.
Thank you.
When he watches this back, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Comments below.
Don't forget to like and
Like and
subscribe.
subscribe, smash that like button.
That would be a great time to smash that like button.
Branded with oh yeah, I even wrote it down. As if it's like a phonetic spelling. A wasp face symbol.
What did you write?
For Jothacons?
For Dathacon?
For Deathicons.
For Deathicons.
Nerd.
All right.
That's what I've got for Deathicons.
Yeah. So
Sure, we'll go with that.
so-
I'm gonna draw. I'm sure I could. I'm a bard. I'm gonna draw the wasp face symbol that I've definitely seen on Sven before, and be like, same to the little raccoon. Do you recognize this? I'm gonna hold it up like a little mask.
That appears to be Cutlass's like the symbol for his army. So yeah, I do recognize that.
Oh.
Some of the bandits here have been using that symbol lately, so I'm assuming his influence is starting to even penetrate this humble world.
So maybe there's somebody here that we can.
Kill.
I was gonna say kidnap and talk to, but sure.
One could lead to the other.
Back to your old tricks.
How many moonbeams do you got?
We need an important person.
What? Sorry.
An important person.
I was like an import person.
Import export.
Well, I'd say you certainly are a bunch of imported folk.
So let's play this out for a second. Let's say we could find one of Cuddle's people here, and we can find out if they have the core, and then we can.
Kill them.
we got there.
Is the Crimson Copia trying to find this divine core, or are you just trying to keep it hidden?
Well, Dr. Octagon had found it, so he was keeping it hidden. Like he said, one man's trash is another man's treasure. That was his message to us before we lost contact with him.
Right. So if it's hidden now,
I mean,
like, what's the next? Sorry, Callista.
no, sorry, I interrupted you.
I was just like, what's your next move as this resistance?
Well,
Hey, I could join the resistance. Wait. Okay, keep going.
well, each of the arcanists were focusing on something different. Dr. Octocon was protecting and perfecting the fluxes, if you will, the flux devices, and then using that to try and make sure that this divine core wouldn't get into Cudless's hands. I'm trying to research a little bit more what his plan is, and we can get into that. Jace is working on better ways to travel the planes and travel from world to world. He's been the main reason we've been able to stay in contact with each other, but travel is pretty difficult unless you have these tuning forks. But even them, it's kind of a risk that you take every time you use them, because the magic that was used to travel between planes, to travel between worlds, is has been damaged. So every time you travel, there's a risk that you might just kind of disappear into the ether.
What?
Cool.
We didn't know that beforehand.
Yeah. So how many times have you traveled? Because it's a cumulative effect.
Okay, but wait, traveling planes or traveling planets?
Either. Because it all uses the
well.
same. It all uses the same. Same type of magic to travel long distances beyond
I
just
think it's just twice now.
It's
Yeah.
just twice, yeah.
Okay.
We've been a
Maybe
lot of places
it's
in
not
it.
for everybody.
Okay, so then you're probably. I think the
What's the limit?
what Jace was saying, it was like
3 to 5.
10% chance that if you were to travel again, it's like 5% per journey. That
Wait. 5%,
Like,
and then
in-
5%,
5%.
or 5% and then 10%.
well, 10% total. It's a cumulative, not a
You say cumulative.
not a multiplicative. We're not doing cross. What was the
And or ors.
with the
Are there and
with
or
the
in
grids?
stats?
Anyways, that was his focus. Was trying to find a safe way to travel with him.
So the
What's-
more we
what's his last name?
travel, the scarier it gets.
Yes, very much so. There's a risk that you'll just
Ace from Ravnica?
not show up at your location and not show
Yeah.
up anywhere.
I was asking
Pundit
what-
squares. That's what I'm looking for.
Pundit?
Pun-
Yeah.
What's Jace's last name?
Punnett squares?
We don't know Jace's last name. We just call him the Planeswalker.
Okay.
Of course we do.
So is
That's
this
good.
like if the DM like is just mad at us, he'll be like, "Oh, y'all poof, you're dead."
You guys took 30 minutes to decide where to go, eh?
Yeah, you're out.
Celebrambor was working on a device to control the army, and our Arcanist on Eberron was put out a communication when Cudless took over the planet.
Who was it though?
His name was Max.
What's his
I'm
last
sorry,
name?
who's Max?
I haven't come up with the last name yet.
What did his
Was it Max because we just watched Formula One?
He was too fast.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, God.
All right,
Max.
Max it is.
I thought you were going. Some people thought he was unstable. Some
So-
Celtic.
And he ran into his partner because blah 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 blah. At least it's not Lance.
Jeez.
We're fine.
So yeah, for me, the work that I've been doing is trying to figure out what Cudless is up to.
Okay. Too long did not read version.
I guess, what have you guys figured out so far? Because I'd love to add that to my research.
Well, we know Cutlass on Exandria targeted a place in the mountain range where the ley lines
Yeah.
Yes.
were
Yeah.
thin.
Ley lines meet.
Yeah. And there's like a constant blue flame that always came from the top of that mountain.
That's what killed the first flux.
Well,
No, what killed the first flux was when the thing opened, the rift opened.
Yeah, but he used that to open the rift.
We don't know, we weren't there.
It looks like it.
it was
Okay.
in the same place. We climbed straight towards it. So
So Fluxavious, take notes. Don't touch burning things.
It wasn't burning. It was a cloud of dark
I'm sure
necrotic
some-
energy that he was warned about.
You
It was in the Heart Star Peak
Insight.
in the Menagerie
wouldn't
Code.
have touched it.
Wait, what'd you say, Sean?
I said if some higher power told him or gave him some insight, he probably wouldn't have touched it.
I
would
told
like
you
to
not to
go back
touch it.
and watch that episode because I remember very clearly all of this.
I didn't finish Baldur's Gate in time. I'm sorry.
Flux
What?
1.0.
Don't talk to me.
Flux 1.0 was a planeswalker from Primus, the village of Cybertria.
The best of us. That's what I.
And he
I'm
was-
hearing.
He was trying to stop what he called the Carnage Wrath Legion. That was
Jesus.
Cuddles from finding Energon cubes and destroying the planes.
Are you sure you didn't just fill in the blanks?
No, that's what I heard.
Okay.
Wait.
Sounds pretty accurate to me.
Dr. Flux, did you feel anything when these other fluxes died?
No, I didn't even know they died.
Oh, interesting.
I was busy
Find out and suddenly-
doing surgery on some high-class citizens.
Oh boy.
Do we even know if they died? They just kind of
I mean, we called out.
particle.
I mean, if that happened to me, you definitely consider me dead.
But it was a robot, right? From what we might think is like, what if? Okay, hear me out. What if Cuddles knows something we don't, and he was able to claim Flux as his own, and by doing so, made him a part of his legion?
Maybe.
How
I don't think that's a half bad idea. Sorry,
What?
Kat.
swept up all the dust and put them back together?
Well, the dust is just what we saw. We just saw him disappear. I mean, whenever we jump planes, we disappear. Who knows what we leave behind?
Could be. My doctorate's in art history, so
You just said you were a historian.
I am a doctor.
You know,
Inspiration.
I don't think you have your story straight there.
Just inspiration.
I'm writing down that you have a doctorate in art history because this will be the
The
final.
worst part is I forget about half of this shit by next season, so next session.
All right.
You just keep killing off characters when you don't want to deal with the backstory.
Yeah.
Apparently, you've got many to choose from.
I've had something dangerous.
That's going to be the final role, though. It's like, oh, because Flux 3.0 had a doctorate in arts history, something will be like the final role that will save us all.
Yes, the
Yeah, that's the one.
the one thing that he specializes in, making lattes.
Done, or whatever it's called.
Making lattes?
And being, yeah.
Okay, hold on to that one. Okay, just put that one in the back of your head.
As
for
a
a
doctorate in arts history, apparently.
The
That's the next Flux. That's
It's
Flux
unreal.
4.0.
yeah, so like the
Anyway.
the hot beverage department, other than my cocoa is
Oh, yeah, the cocoa.
the market has been monopolized here in Alderheart by the was it Star
Star Quarters.
Star Trucks? I don't know.
Citizens.
Winter's
Yeah.
Bucks.
Winter's Bucks. That's what it is.
Winter's bucks.
There you go.
Just like
The
Sun bucks.
but
We'll get back to
yeah. So, anyways, okay, that's interesting. Interesting.
Why don't we capture this person and then you don't have to do any research. We just poke them for some information, if you know what I mean.
If you can capture them without getting yourselves turned into dust like the other Flux,
Well, we
it
can get
sounds
Flux 3.0 to do it. He won't turn into dust. Like
I'm gonna come clean. I work part time at the Timber Bucks or whatever we're calling it.
That was fast.
I'm just looking for some honest work.
I mean, unless we've got any other ideas, I mean, I think this is our way forward. This is our next step. We try and capture them, and then if it doesn't work out, we figure something else out, right?
Yeah.
I
Well,
guess seems safer than trying to confront Headless directly.
We can also observe them with our eyes.
Well,
They might lead us to wherever they're or however they're communicating with petlets.
See, I told you, the eyes.
Have we ever been known for being sneaky? I mean, me, yes, but collectively, no.
I mean, if some of our big guys were a little quieter, maybe.
No, I don't think that's the problem. I think like we go somewhere, we have a plan, and then half of us get bored and just start doing stuff on their own.
What you're saying is don't have a plan.
Moonbeaming people.
And then just leave.
I mean, I can look like anybody, guys. Literally anybody.
That's a pretty good talent. But before we get too off a tangent, it seems like you guys are quite a tangential group. At least I gather that from.
We do like our stories.
So what it sounds like whoever you were up against in Exandria, they're working towards a rift, some thinning of ley lines, or like the realm between planes. That seems to line up with what I've noticed. Specifically, that I think his plan is to try and break down these barriers, to punch through that thinning between the planes, to let the chaos spill forward from one plane to the other. And I think what I gather is if he's able to cause enough distractions, chaos, that the gods overseeing this, they'll struggle to maintain their power, and with the divine soul, he'll be able to harness enough energy himself to not become a god, but be able to bend the rules that even the gods have to follow.
So cause enough chaos that the gods can't worry about him anymore, and that's when he'll swoop in, find the core, and
Well, if he has the core, then I think he'll be able to do that, and then bend the gods to his will. Add the gods to his army, so to speak.
Okay.
We're already seeing some of that thinning here. The elemental planes seem to be popping up all over Alderheart. The forests to the west are on fire. The mountains are leaking energy. We have folks here that are dedicated just to saving this world, but we need a group of heroes that we can trust to save all the worlds. And Salah Brandbor thought you guys came into his domain to help and do that, and I wanna pass along what I can. And he looks over to Flux. I'll give you anything you need to help you on your way.
Sounds like you need a doctor.
you know, though, we totally could have used one last 3 hours ago.
Doctor in art history.
Doctor Nerd.
Well, what was planned to be a calm morning full of drugs and surgeries didn't go as planned. So where are we going, guys?
Well,
I am so confused.
Who were the drugs for?
All of them.
Yeah.
He's like every iteration of every flux living out all at once.
geez.
You might say his personality's in flux.
Nope.
I like it.
You already used Influx this time, though.
I didn't use influx.
That was me.
Well,
You're
I think-
so mad.
I think the next step is there's another high mage that could that we could rely on to at least help us put some of these pieces together. If you're willing to go find him, that would save me some time, and I could dive into my research here.
Let's do it.
Go find the high mage. We're not gonna go to the band.
No, avoid the bandits by all costs. Just don't deal with the bandits at all. There's not enough time. If you get sidetracked with the bandits, all might be lost.
That's fair.
Uh-huh. Noted.
So the High Mage finds himself in a place called the Avium. His name is Dean Winsworth. If you can,
A bird.
he is a bird. It's a bird
Yeah.
folk.
Yeah.
He's a wise old owly wizard. He's been doing work behind the scenes trying to help me out. He's what we call one of the agents of this secret organization. So if you do find him, let him know that I need like a code word that only he would know to respond to. How about this? What code word do you guys want to use? And I'll send him a message through our channels.
Alabaster.
Fishbowl.
Banana bread.
Banana bread.
Bread.
Banana bread.
But it is. It was the strongest choice.
Okay.
He asked for a code word and there's like 5.
Okay. Well, I'll let him know the secret password is banana bread.
Just don't cough.
That way he'll know that you came from me. So, do you guys know where the Avium is?
I was
No.
gonna ask you.
I don't.
Is it on this plate?
Yeah, it's about a day's travel northeast of here. You can work your way over to the road and take that way, which might be quicker, but you'll be out in the open a little bit more. You can work your way through the forest, which might be a little bit more dangerous, but you have a better chance of hiding your way through.
Will we stand out the way we look?
Very much so.
Cool. So you don't get a lot of folks that look like us.
Almost none.
Better take the forest then, huh?
Yeah.
So why do we need a code word?
So that he knows that we're sent from this raccoon who I wasn't here for the name of.
Yeah, because he'll just sick the guards on you if he doesn't recognize who you are, especially the way you look.
It's Nico.
Oh, Nico, yeah. Question, Nico. Is this owl wizard gentleman, Dean, does he wear any specific regalia or particular items that we'd be able to identify him? You know, besides him being an owl. Sounds like there'll be a few.
Well, he has a large wizardly robe because he's the dean of the Avium, which is a prestigious school.
Is that where you got your arts history from? He's not listening.
He's off. He switched off.
He's getting
Oh,
dog.
1 second.
I turn Flex back on.
Just like when people turn off their hearing aids because they're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just see like a DVD thing bouncing.
Yeah.
And does the university have a particular logo or anything?
It's an academy.
My apologies.
We're very interested.
Fix my monocle that I pulled out.
Fucking monocle.
I mean, because if there was something unique, I might be able to find him specifically.
Well, look for the large ashen tree. It's the only one that looks dead, but it's more of a structure now, and where the branches reach off, you'll notice almost like terrarium globes along each of the branches. It's very unique in the forest. You'll pick it up quite quickly, and he wears the kind of the head robes. It's very ornate, very fanciful, very stereotypical fantasy dean.
Understood.
Great.
Whatever that looks like to you is exactly what it is.
I just wanted you to be so specific I could use locate object, that's all.
Just in case.
Locate Dean.
Locate team, yeah. If only.
Anyway. All right. Forest?
Here we go.
Can we please rest first?
Yes.
Yeah. Do we have the time?
Yeah, but looking, he's like, you're gonna have to sleep on all my stuff. I don't have.
We can just sleep outside. That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Fluxavious, can you watch out for them? At least stand guard for them if they're gonna take a power nap outside of my house.
Can I
Guys, power down.
Just powered down.
Callista, can't you like disguise Tiny Hut to make it look like it's not there? Didn't you do that in the park?
I did, but I'm wondering if I can cast Tiny Hut as a ritual. Only if it says so, right?
Yeah,
Can I
you should be able to.
That's what I thought. Oh, that's probably what this little R here means. Great. Oh, why is Courtney not here? That's very specifically a line from Wicked. It's fine.
Oh, okay.
All right, as you set up your tiny hut, the rest of you all tuck in. Dr. Fluxavious powering down.
Does he need sleep?
It's up to him.
Asking for a fellow elemental or fellow what's that called?
Busy in my studies.
Studying your cantrips.
My cantrips.
Yeah.
Say master.
Yeah, whatever. Not here.
I'm gonna try to make the hut look rest colored, like blending in with the junk.
Okay.
So we're
We
headed
should-
to Humble Academy? Is that what I'm getting? Gonna see the dean?
That's the plan.
Robot house.
Yeah.
So as you all take a long rest,